Hi there, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a little overview of some new cards I got in. I just unboxed these a moment ago and was going to make a deck review, but the packaging got a little out of hand and I've cut it off because good old Ellusionist sent me some damaged cards. This is the new Cohort version 2 printed on a new E7 stock, and if you shake the box a little you can hear it has plenty of room for those cards. This is an extremely thin stock. I'm not sure if it would be thinner than maybe say Cincinnati, Ohio made stud cards. I'll have to try those out and do a side-by-side comparison. I think these cards, I bought 3 of them and I went back a few days later when they unleashed marbles and I picked up 3 of those. These came in undamaged, but as you can see, one of the cohorts, man, it got wrecked. And that is a point in the video I wanted to make while I'm thinking about it. The third deck that I got in, not Ellusionist, but from Art of Play, and it's the Peau Silver Edition. Now these are limited to about, I believe, 3,000 decks in the Silver Edition. The Gold Edition came out sometime before that. These are a reprint of an old stock from, I think originally may have been come from Walgreens, and the gold version was a full-size reprint of an original bridge-size deck. And the story goes that Cardini had bought this particular back design, and so he used them exclusively, and Art of Play got to reprint them. These cards I own a few of already, and I really like these for fanning. They're probably my favorite fanning deck. But I wanted to say that I ordered 6 of these and got in fact, 7. They sent me one more deck than I paid for, which I'm not complaining about in any way, shape, or form. They're about $15 a deck. I have no idea how many of them are left, but I would highly recommend anybody that likes to use really nice thin cardstock and likes fanning decks, you should check these out. Maybe you'll get lucky and they'll send you some free cards. On the other hand, if you get Ellusionist cards, you may find that they have higher shipping costs than just about anybody else, and they come in kind of damaged. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the cohorts. The tuck box on these, I can tell you, is pretty standard. These are, I think, $7 a deck. You know what? I'm not sure. I know that the red edition is $7 a deck, but these may have been a little bit higher. They may have upped the cost on these. Like I said, this is a brand new stock, and I was keenly interested in trying them out. Of course, we'll get the unnecessary second plastic wrapping with Cardamundi decks. I have no idea why they do this. Something to annoy me. And as far as thickness goes, right now with the add-on cards, jokers and all, this deck feels just about the same thickness as, wow, probably just a 52 card deck of bicycles, maybe a little bit thinner even. And so we got a bonus duplicate queen, double backer, and then of course the jokers, and the cohort ace of spades, pretty minimal. Nothing too outrageous, not quite standard pips, but it would pass for standard. These are not standard USPCC court cards. These are, I don't know, their faces are a little bit broken. I don't care much for the Cartamundi court cards. You have jumbo pips on the aces. That's some weird looking faces on these cards. I don't care for them that much. As I understand it, the regular standard USPCC court cards can be used by anybody. They're, public domain. So if you're not going to go for redrawn custom, if you're going for a classic looking deck of cards that's supposed to kind of be, standard, why not go for standard indexes and faces? I don't know. These cards are super duper thin. Feel a little roughness on the edges, but I bet they'll faro right out of the box. We'll try them out. They're not perfect, but not terrible. They just don't have as good a feel to them as USPCC stock. They'll fan all right. Nothing to, write home about. Overall, this is a more of a budget deck. And of course, these are a marked deck. This is the King of Clubs. And these are reader back. It actually will say K and C. And this one's an Ace of Hearts. You have an A and an H. Pretty widely known that this is a marked deck, so I'm not really, spoiling anything. Ugh. Ooh, Lord. They just feel bad to me. I don't care for the stock. I think the B9 is a better card stock overall. This is slipperier than an eel and feels really insubstantial. B9 card stock is not as durable as, say, just a regular deck of bicycles would be. They're farrowing all right, but they wear, the colors bleed. Like on the red decks cohorts I have, you start getting red on the edges and just it gets scraped up pretty badly. So the finish and the pretty much the whole 9 yards, I don't care for it that much. These are available from Ellusionist.com. If you're one of those people that loves Cartamundi stock, you may give these a whirl. But I pretty much am disappointed in the new E7 stock. Let's take a look at the marbles. Okay, so I'm honestly probably more excited about the marbles cards than I am about the new disappointing Cartamundi stock. These marbles are, I believe, on the E9 or B9 or whatever it is stock. B9, I think. And that was a miserable failure. Usually Cartamundi has better cellophane wrap. It comes out a little bit better, but that one just kind of broke off. And now it's going to be difficult. There we go. And of course, we get the extra irritant of having an inner foil or a wrap. So yay for us, we get to do that all over again. You can usually just break that off like that. And toss it aside. So we get a custom Ace of Spades, and very plain in design. It looks kind of, well, like a bubble and has that reflective kind of coloration about it. I like the color of the deck. I think there aren't nearly as many purple decks out there as there should be. These are customized. Custom spade pips, custom court cards. The coloration is really pretty good. I like the coloration. They stand out well. The court cards are, I don't know, they're a little wonky. Cartamundi doesn't always do great with the court cards. I see we have a 9 of spades reveal on this particular court card. I have no idea if there's other cards similarly marked or you know, with hidden features. We have a kind of a pinkish color to the diamonds, so the red cards are pink and the black cards are purple on the faces. Standard layout, and definitely I like the colors, the purple especially. Jumbo pips on the aces. And for bonus cards, wow, I didn't notice that, but they didn't have the typical 2 and 2 layout. Instead, they're just kind of all together at the back. We have a duplicate Queen of Hearts. Wow, back design's pretty good. That stands out. That's very much a cardistry friendly design, but it's also, it looks mirrored, so you know, you could use it for poker if so inclined. This is the B9 stock, so it's a little bit thicker than the cohorts that I just got down. I guess I can do a side-by-side comparison in a moment. So you get not quite a double backer. That's the strange card. And I guess that's kind of what's going for jokers. Okay. Double backer, and these are going to be jokers, which are not matching jokers, but this isn't really something you're going to be playing, you know, playing poker with, I don't think. So it can be used for magic tricks. Let's see how they handle a little bit. I noticed just as soon as I picked them up and felt the edges that they are super, super smooth. Smoother than the cohorts that I just had out by quite a bit. Thicker. And yeah, they faro definitely a little easier. So as far as I'm concerned, the B9 is still the best Cardamundi stock. And that was much easier to faro the second time around. And these aren't perfect faros because I'm rushing a little bit. There's a little bit cleaner faro shuffle. Jesus, except for that. Definitely the quality of the handling is better. And they feel better in the hands. Those other cards I just had a bad feeling about just from the word go. They didn't handle very well. They definitely handle better, and they feel better in the hands, especially the edges of the cards. As far as fanning goes, Cardamundi usually fans pretty good. I don't have many complaints about their cards as far as fanning. I do have complaints about durability. The red cohorts I have just didn't hold up very well, and so we'll see how these go, but I'm expecting they'll look good and be, you know, second best behind Bicycle and USPCC decks. Let's do a little side by side real quick. Okay, I don't know how well this will show up on camera, but these are the blue cohorts. These are the marbles deck. Side by side, I set them on the table just then to kind of compare them on height, and they appear to be about 6 cards difference. It's not going to show up well holding them this way, but I can tell you that these cards are definitely thinner feeling, and they are similar, but they just don't feel as good to me. Maybe too thin. These cards definitely, you know, they feel a little more resilient. These cards, I feel like I could break them pretty easily. In fact, if you've seen the video I do the pinwheel fan with, I would not attempt that move with this deck at all because I have broken B9 finish cards before just doing that fan, even after they're broken in. So to me, Cardamundi just does not make as good a card as US Playing Card Company any way you slice it. They don't feel as good. Usually the prints are not as good. And I don't know, they just are a little wonky, but there you have it. And as far as the deck I'm really excited about, these right here, I think I'll just wait. This is kind of a long video, and I can do like a full review of these at another time. Actually, the next video I'm going to do will be quite short. I'm going to do 4 aces from a new deck move that I've done over the years, and kind of wanted to get it on camera and see what people think about it. So if you like gambling demonstrations, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and hit the old thumbs up button and subscribe. I appreciate it.